beloved brothers and sisters. It's good to be back with you again. I am feeling prompted to re-release a word the Lord gave me in 2020. I realized that I have a lot of listeners that weren't around with me in those days, and they're quite likely to not come across it even if they search on my website. So the Lord is prompting me at this juncture in human history to re-release this word. Now, the word was received on the 6th of the 6th, 2020. Bear in mind that the COVID lockdown started on the 25th of March, 2020. That's in South Africa anyway. It's round about that date wherever you are. So the plague that is referred to is not the COVID plague. It's referring to another plague that is going to come. Another pandemic, an engineered bioweapon that is going to be released in amongst the world population to further decrease the world population and to be the vehicle for the launch of total global surveillance and control. We are facing very precarious days in world history at this time, with America preparing to attack Venezuela, Venezuela having asked Iran and China for help. And that thing is like tinder, just waiting for the spark to set it alight. So today is the 10th of Cheshvan in the early Bali calendar. It is the day God said to Noah, in 7 days, I will bring the rain, so get into the ark. So it was the marker by which Noah knew that the season of preparation was very rapidly drawing to a close. He just had to do the final preps for packing things into the ark in the 6 days ahead, and that his season of being a preacher of righteousness in the general population was coming to an end. So today signals a season of laser-sharp focus toward the future and positioning in God for safe transition through what is coming. And I think that's very applicable for us all at this time, wherever we find ourselves in the earth. I do have subscribers that live in Trinidad, very close to Venezuela. So I ask you to pray for all the remnant that live in the area where a horrendous conflagration of battle is going to break out, and that the Lord would shelter them, El Elyon would shelter them in the secret place of the Most High, and that they would abide under the shadow of El Shaddai at this time, that God would grant them to be worthy to escape the things coming on the earth. Wherever you are in the world, if you have any understanding of the times, we know that things are very rapidly progressing towards the unveiling of the Antichrist and world government and one world religion, one world financial system, and the rollout of the mark of the beast will be following with that. The COVID vaccine was not the mark of the beast. We know that because the Antichrist was not revealed at that time. It was groundwork laid down in people's bodies to cooperate with the total surveillance system, but it was not the mark of the beast. That is still to be released. So this message is called Provision and Protection. The picture that I have with this message, which I will post with the podcast, is of a little cygnet swan, a baby swan, hiding under the beautiful white wings of the mother swan. And scripture is, he will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings shall you trust. His truth will be your shield and buckler. So I'm now going to read the word that was received in 2020. Today is Saturday, the 6th of June, 2020. It is the 14th of Sivan in the Hebrew calendar. This is a word I received from Father in the third watch of the night of the 6th of Sivan. And the Lord spoke. Not long now, and a terrible plague will arise. It will decimate what is left of the world economy, and people will become slaves to the system just to survive. Remember, out of chaos, order is their motto. But Lord, how will your people survive? I asked. By my hand, daughter, I will not leave you or forsake you in this time. Be strong and courageous and stand your ground. This is the time when my saints must endure and not give in or draw back. It is the time to lift your eyes and know that your salvation draws near. It is time to band together and help one another. Love will be the password to my safe place. Love never runs dry, and no matter how many withdrawals are made, the tank is still full. My love remains as full and deep as it always was. Such will be your flour barrels and oil jars in this time of famine, stores which the wise ants have squirreled away under my instruction will be opened and continually flow to meet the demand of the hour. Yes, it will be a dangerous time, a police state with much brutal authority exercised, but my angels are meet for the task of protecting my remnant. A holy light will be seen shining from your end-time dwellings, and the wicked will fear to enter the threshold of my appointed sanctuaries. All that I have done in the past to protect my holy remnant will happen again, and more. I still have tricks up my sleeve for extreme circumstances. Do not be afraid. Only believe, and you will see the glory of God on a level not seen since the book of Acts. That was just the foretaste, the first fruits. But now I will pull out all the stops and show myself strong on behalf of those whose hearts are fully mine. I look forward to this time because it's payback time. The harvest is so ripe, and many will be startled awake as mammon crumbles in the dust. In the tatters of their shattered dreams, they will stand ready to hear about the true stronghold of hope and Him who is the door to my presence. And yes, daughter, the enemy does intend to keep you masked during the pay years. Pay refers to 5780, 80 being geometria for pay, meaning mouth or breath. So we're now in 5786. The enemy intends to keep us masked. He knows this is the time of speaking forth, and he seeks to muzzle you. But no mask prevents you from making decrees. You do not speak to men, but to principalities and powers, and it matters not if the ear of man hears you. You must release the words I give you to speak into the atmosphere. Stand boldly upon your watchtower and sound forth what I place in your heart and in your mouth. These sounds start the ball rolling. These sounds start the shaking that culminates in the decimation of all that has arrayed itself against my throne. Sing in the spirit and with the understanding. Rise up and war with my word in songs and hymns and spiritual songs. Know that as you do all across the planet, from the prison cell to the mountain refuge, my spirit is prompting the remnant army to arise and sing in unison. And these sounds encircle the earth in a mighty roar, shattering strongholds and breaking open chambers of stored up supply. There is no citadel that can stand against the sound of my consecrated ones. I'm going to say that again. There is no citadel that can stand against the sound of my consecrated ones. The war of sound waves is even now building. Wave upon wave of spirit-orchestrated sound is arising, holy sound and holy light, challenging the rollout of darkness. They are scrambling now to hold their plan together, to keep the rollout moving at an even pace. But they have not bargained on the Lion of Judah rising in the remnant. They have handled smaller crowds before, using rods and shields and tear gas to push back those who march for justice. I have an army up my sleeve that isn't registered in their databanks. They are mine, and they march only to my drumbeat, to the rhythm of my warrior heart. Bondslaves of the Lamb, assembling now for duty, expert in war they are, launched silently from the womb of the morning without warning, right on time. Their sound pierces the eardrums of darkness. Tetelestai is their cry. It is finished, as they rise on eagle wings and take the prey. 2 days later, I awoke at 4:15 a.m. with the Father quoting a scripture. He spoke it like a normal conversation, not like he was reading out of the Bible. He was just expressing his thoughts. Isaiah 43:18. Do not remember the former things, neither consider the things of old. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? And will you not give heed to it? I even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. When the verse was complete, he carried on speaking very emphatically. And I mean it. Do not dwell on the former things. Do not dwell on the way church was done in the past. Dwell in the secret place of El Elyon, where the river of provision flows freely and where you are safe as I execute judgments upon the wicked. I have dismantled the former ways of doing things. And as he says this, I see a strand of DNA and all the codon bonds are breaking and they are being rearranged. Then I see a tower of a child's multicolored building blocks knocked down before being rebuilt again in a whole new way, but not by the child's hands. It looks like a palace or a courthouse with 2 pillars outside, and one can't see the separate blocks. It looks like a seamless whole building. And the Lord continues, yes, the day has come to begin opening the river of provision. While men of darkness have their eyes on the launch of their coded message to the masses, I will launch my own rocket and open my own portal of provision. They seed the heavens to bring down the rain of dark stars, but I seed the earth and open rivers of provision for my people, my chosen, and there is no stopping this gusher. Now watch from your viewing platform what I will do. Springs in the desert to give waters to my people, my chosen. As he mentioned seeding the heavens, I was reminded of the practice of seeding the clouds to cause rain to fall, and of the stars that are cast to earth by the dragon's tail in Revelation 12. I suddenly felt unprepared for what was coming, and I said, I don't think I'm ready, God. Who is ready for the unsolicited outpouring of heaven? It will overtake you, a blessing your coffers cannot contain. There is a Sabbath of delight for my little crowd clustered in the upper room. Those who sowed bountifully will reap bountifully. Then I see people running around with containers trying to catch the rain of golden coins that are falling from the sky. They are like children playing in a fountain playground as they realize the manifestation of their end-time kingdom dreams has begun. He added, "Did I not say that when the master returns, he will seat those he finds watching and serve them?" "Yes, Lord, but I thought that was spiritual." Luke 12:36. And be like men who are waiting for their master to return home from the marriage feast, so that when he returns from the wedding and comes and knocks, they may open to him immediately. Blessed are those servants whom the master finds awake and alert and watching when he comes. Truly I say to you, he will gird himself and have them recline at the table and will come and serve them. And after this feast, those who are alert and watching for his coming will be seated and served. As this sunk in, the Lord continued speaking. First the natural and then the spiritual. First the natural provision to build the place of spiritual provision, he said triumphantly. You're full of surprises, Lord, I said. I like to keep my cards close to my chest, but I am laying down my hand now. My royal flush will leave those around the table speechless. My kings and queens and princes will be placed face up for all to see the move of my hand in might. There is no coming back from that. I win, hands down. Righteous ways have won the day. Selah.
Be still and know. Be still and know that our God will be exalted, and all the earth will bow. God is our refuge. Yes, He is our strength, a very well-proved help in every trouble we may face. One thing we know, the Lord of hosts is with us, and we declare the God of Jacob is our refuge. Our hearts will know the Lord of hosts is with us, and we're hidden deep, oh so deep in the rock who does not fail. So we will not fear, oh no, though all the earth may change and mountains slip down, down, down to the midst of house of the Lord, desolations and wonders abound. He utters his voice, that mighty matchless voice, and the earth melts before him. Yes, every knee will bow. The nations are raging, kingdoms they totter and fall. He makes wars to cease, he breaks all their spears. Though the oceans roar and foam, and the mighty mountains tremble, we have a river whose streams fill our hearts with his joy. One thing we know, the Lord of hosts is with us, and we declare, the God of Jacob is our refuge. Our hearts will know, the Lord of hosts is with us, and we're hidden deep, oh so deep in the rock who does not fail. He will be exalted. Be still and know that he alone is God, and he will be exalted. God is our refuge. Yes, he is our strength, a very well-proved help in every trouble we may face. So we will not fear, oh no, though all the earth changes and mountains slip down, down, down to the midst of raging seas. One thing we know, the Lord of hosts is with us, and we declare, the God of Jacob is our refuge. Our hearts will know, the Lord of hosts is with us, and we're hidden deep, oh so deep in the rock who does not fail. Our God is in our midst. We are his holy city, and we will not be moved, for his help arises like the dawn. Though the nations are raging, one thing we know, the God of Jacob is our refuge, a shelter in the storm. He's a shelter in the storm, and we're drinking of his river as the oceans roar and foam. We're drinking of his river, and our hearts are full of joy as the kingdoms are falling and the mountains are moved. We are safe in his presence, the God who can't be moved. One thing we know, the Lord of hosts is with us, and we declare, nations and wonders are bound. He utters his voice, that mighty, matchless voice, and the earth melts before him. He will be exalted. Be still and know he will be exalted all throughout the earth. He alone is God. Yes, he alone, alone. Be still and know that all the earth will bow down low. Be still and know. Be still.